Today we're gonna watch the first 10 minutes of Marley and Me. This is with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston and an adorable little puppy. And you know, I've never seen this movie, so this is my first time watching it. And the reason I've kind of avoided it is because through the grapevine, I've heard that, you know, it's about the dog kind of being with this family through the years, and I was like, oh God, that dog is gonna die at the end and I'm gonna be bawling my eyes out, so I am not doing it. But also, you know, I'm not sure how emotionally invested I would get in. It's kind of a kid's movie. Anyway, so let's watch the first 10 minutes and see how emotionally invested we can get. Do we care? Is it comedic? Are we laughing? Is it funny? Is it heartwarming? Is it a good family film? Let's press play.
You know, there's nothing like the experience of raising your first dog. Of course, that wasn't my experience. That's me. And that crazy hound I'm chasing is Marley, the world's worst dog. Sorry! 4 years before, on my wedding day.
What do you think? What do you think that means, a blizzard on your wedding day? Is that good luck? Is that bad luck? I think it's good luck.
How did I get you?
I get asked that question all the time.
So the voiceover to allow you to see the dog scene early on, I'd almost have replaced it just so you don't have voiceover, because you know I hate voiceover. So I would have rather like a montage of like 1,000 people with like little dogs or something, and then a dog running in the blizzard, and then you see them running. You know, where she says, do you think a blizzard on your wedding day is... Then we would have had the sense like dogs are coming, but we're starting with them. So I do like that we are starting with them. I didn't like that voiceover scene.
Step one, meet an incredibly sweet, smart, sexy man.
Done. Step two.
Marry you instead.
Oh,
now.
cute.
And step three,
Get it.
move someplace warmer.
I knew you were gonna...
That is definitely warmer than Michigan here. It's great if you can afford it.
Well, you're John friggin' Grogan, who's about to get a job as a reporter for a major metropolitan newspaper.
She looks like she's lived in Florida her whole
Sebastian
life.
says you won some kind
Super
of
tan.
award.
Mitchie. Yeah, I have a Mitchie.
Are you a comedian too?
Excuse me?
Like your friend over here?
No.
He's walking a very thin line. It's a good thing he knows how to write. So your wife is Jenny Havens?
Yes. Jenny Grogan, because we're married. She took my name.
She get the job at the Post?
Yes, she did.
Why didn't they want you over there?
Well, I didn't apply. Jenny's more of a feature writer, and I'm more of a straight news writer. I thought this would be a better fit for that.
You think you're better than the 6 journalists?
So this is a little bit more tell than show, you know, explaining that his wife works over at a different place and she's also a reporter. She writes features.
Some school
Better ways to
graduates
do it.
that came here looking for work this morning.
They already got a guy on the Metro desk.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
So they're putting me on a little thing they like to call Desert Storm.
You got the job, baby! Oh, John! Job done.
So what's next? Lunch?
House.
Definitely getting the tone. It's definitely like a sweet tone.
Did you get to the quote about the speed bumps yet?
If they save even one life,
It would be worth it. And with that, Janet Dickerson's eyes filled with tears.
filled with tears.
You like that, or is it too corny?
Yeah. No.
Is it a little over the top?
Hey, honey, what happened to the Desert Storm piece?
That's it. The injured girl's dad's in Kuwait.
Oh.
Is that not in there?
I think they cut that. They spelled your name wrong. John Gorgon.
You're kidding. Let me see that.
Forget
Are you
it.
joking?
Forget it. You know what? It's good. It's really good. It's got the facts. It's got color. It's a really solid piece.
Thanks. I like this article. I'm almost done with yours. This idea of voting machines sounds really efficient.
Well, when you get to the next page, you'll see that I talk about what could happen.
Okay, I see. It continues. Wow. They really gave you a lot of space.
How am I ever supposed to take care of a kid if I can't even keep a plant alive?
Well, what'd you expect, man? You bought a house. A house with a spare room.
What's the matter with a spare room?
It's empty, John. That's what's wrong with it. And you know what else is empty? A room.
I'm just worried that Jenny's at like step 7.
What?
She's got her whole life organized and planned out according to these steps.
Okay.
I like these scenes. They're cute. I just want more from them. So if I had this in script form from a friend, I would say, okay, we get the idea, you know, that they both work at competing papers. You know, can we turn up the volume on what their relationship is like? You know, okay, this is what they do on a Sunday afternoon, but it's like, but what else? Like, are they, you know, just what he's saying now about them having their life planned out. It's like, if we just had a glance at that book to see somewhere along the line, it was like have a baby or something, that she has all life planned out.
You got a kid, you're a dad. You're not you anymore. You got a dog, you're a master. You're still a guy.
Still got a life.
Exactly.
And a dog.
Yeah, but you stopped your clock for a few years.
Never had a dog.
There's nothing to it. You feed them, you walk them, you let them out every now and again, but it doesn't really matter because you're not the one's going to take care of it. Jenny is.
Maybe a Labrador.
All right. You're a Labrador. Supposed to be just like kids, only easier to train.
So in the first 10 minutes, we are getting to him getting the dog, which is kind of set up the whole thing about their life together. I see a little bit like he's wishing his life was a little bit more exciting, and so I think the dog is going to end up making his life more exciting and unpredictable. I think he's not liking how predictable things are. So I would have just turned up the volume a little bit on those issues so that we see that very clearly. Things are too well planned out, you know. So if she had, you know, alarms dinging and he goes, oh, I know what that is, that's the, you know, change your socks alarm or something, just something to give a little bit more that this is a pressing issue for him, and that we're like, oh, well, wait, you know, if you want to be on a schedule, good luck with the dog. And, you know, her going, oh my gosh, you know, if we got a dog, we'd be perfectly on schedule all the time. I'm so on top of it. So these dogs already look so cute. Yeah, I would continue watching this, especially with my kids. It was a little talky for them though. So again, I don't know if this is aimed at adults or kids. I'd have to like look up, double check the rating before I showed it to them. But I would think, you know, something about dogs might be fun for the kids. But I almost always check all the movies before you watch them with your kids, because you never know. I had a friend who took his kids to go see Oppenheimer, just thinking it was a nice historical movie, and was quite embarrassed during a couple of scenes. You should always check before you show anything to kids, or just be surprised. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for Marley and Me. I think, you know, you should watch it. I can see the green flags of things moving along here. Of course, once the dog gets introduced, it's gonna be all fun. So I will see you for the next one, and, you know, let me know in the comments any movies that you want me to review, and hopefully this will inspire you. What new dog movie can you write? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.